待ってたぞ。では今日の予定を聞こうか。
桜切り抜刀参る。全て終わらせて隊長、ブネンボちゃん、今よ。赤いひなぎ。身の程知らず。桜で抜刀。勝利だな。だがまだできたはず。桜切り抜刀参る。全て終わらせて体みなぎる。終わりだ。桜切り抜刀 桜切り抜刀参る。熱狂力がみなぎる。終わりだ。桜切り抜刀終わりだ。この手バット勝利だな。だがまだできたはず。よらば切る。熱狂して力がみなぎる。花のように散る。無情な桜切りバット身の程知らず感謝。力がみなぎる。終わりだ。桜切り抜刀参る。熱狂して全て終わらせ力がみなぎる。花のように散る。形がない。桜切り抜刀終わりだ。大事なものよ。この手感謝。形がない。力がみなぎる。よし、拙者なりに最善を尽くせたな。よらば切る。熱狂して全て終わらせる。 散る。終わりだ。花のように散る。よし、拙者なりに最善を尽くせたな。よらば切る。明鏡止水、力がみなぎる。花のように散る。逃げ守りなさい、虫けらども。抜刀。己の無力さを思い知るがいい。感謝。実に愚か。見なさい、これこそが進化です。身の炎をわきまえなさい。花のように逃げ守りなさい、虫けらども。世界を終わらせるのはこの私です。この程度か。実に愚か。いざ参らん。桜で抜刀。かたじけない。世界を終わらせるのはこの私です。己の無力さを思い知るがいい。よし、拙者なりに最善を尽くせたな。よらば切る。明鏡力がみなぎる。花のように散る。桜で抜刀。 よし、拙者なりに最善を尽くせたな。よらば9、明鏡力がみなぎる。花のように散る。終わりだ。
That means really quit playing live action games. Number one thing Japanese you learn. Warida. All these games. Tales, Dynasty Warriors. Man, this guy's over here still? Getting close. Let's see. Depends on if they group up. Do this. Got lucky. They grouped up.
よし、拙者なりに最善を尽くせたな。桜切り抜刀参る。明鏡力がみなぎる。花のように散る。勝利だな。だがまだできたはず。よらば9、明鏡止水。力がみなぎる。この程度か。花のように散る。勝利だな。だがまだできたはず。桜切り抜刀参る。明鏡
We'll see. Got at least one more pull out of this.
花のように散る。
I don't know if I have enough DPS to kill him though. It's getting tight. Unfortunately has mobile game timers. can do it with skill. You gotta have enough damage.
この程度か
One's favorite mobile game timers. This is looking pretty promising so far. Oh damn, I forgot he's got a gimmick.
無情なバット終わりだ
Clear. Damn gimmick. Took off like 30 seconds. Not enough damage. The other characters are much weaker than she is. We'll try though. Try. Take off 100 health bars the next minute. Hope it doesn't turn invincible again. Most favorites. Just love when bosses turn invincible. He didn't turn invincible. I don't have enough stats to do that. It's like, why can't we just like not have mobile game timers? Let me do the skill. I wasn't dying to the boss. Just stat bloat. Oh well. That's 2 more pulls at least. I could get 2 more pulls if I could beat those 2 bosses, but I just barely don't have the stats to do it. Crap character, thanks game, health up. I think it's time for PGR.
何かご用ですか
あ？なんだ？グダグダ語るよか。実践で学んだ方がよっぽどマシだぜ。
何かご用ですかはいお役に立てるよ 感じます。戦闘技術が上達したようですね。何かご用ですか？
あ、なんだ。どうよ、これが俺の実力だ。
何かご用ですか？
グダグダ語るよか。実践で学んだ方がよっぽどマシだぜ。
何かご用ですか？そっか。アドミンさんの期待に添えるようもっと頑張るからね。何かご用ですか？
グダグダ語るよか。実践で学んだ方がよっぽどマシだぜ。どうよ、これが俺の実力だ。
規則正しい生活だと人は錆びちまうぜ。つまんねえな。
私の動全力でかかってきなさい。その程度の抵抗なの。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。聖書の狩りが始まった。次に向かうわよ。この勝利は終幕ではないわ。その程度の抵抗なの。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。全力でかかってきなさい。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。全力でかかってきなさい。その程度の抵抗に風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。生死を分けナスカイが始まった。宿命の風は私が断ち切る。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。あいつらをその程度の抵抗なの。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。生死をナスカリが始まった。宿命の風は私が断ち切る。次に向かうわよ。この勝利は 終幕ではないわ。全力その程度の抵抗、風より解かれし力、我が刃と勝て。生死を歯ごたえないの。宿命の風は私が断ち切る。
すね、あいつらをあなたの色
なんと好きだ。
獲物、逃げなさい、逃げなさい。
風より解かれし力、我が刃と勝て。手加減はしない。全力そう。
Being an asshole today, forcing me to reset. Reset City.
その全力で生死を分けるのは一瞬よ。風より解かれし力、我が刃と勝て。歯ごたえない。
Right things.
宿命の風は私が断ち切る。
Eventuate this.
風より
Fighting
解か
will
れ
continue
し
until you give me
我が刃と勝て。
good RP.
狩りが始まった。情けないね。
宿命の風は
Right.
私が断ち切る。
Two supers killed him.
次に向かうわよ。
RNG fest to go.
この勝利が終幕ではないわ。全力でかかってきなさい。その程度風より解かれし力、我が刃と勝て。
情けないね。狩りが始まった。
宿命の風は私が断ち切る。風より解かれし力、我が刃と勝て。生死を分
狩りが始まった。
け、宿命の風は私が断ち切る。
あなたはここへ逃げるの？あなたはここへ逃げるの？獲物、逃げなさい、逃げなさい。
Oh, he's still alive, dude? Should have killed him.
うわー、わかった。生きたままにする。
Have to use her because she's meta. Lamest meta character in this game, sir. This looks dumb. Mecha cat girl. Oh well, I'm not gonna play side this week anyway.
全力でかかってきなさい。風より解かれし
Game sucks.
力、我が刃と勝て。生死を
狩りが始まった。
宿命の風は私が断ち切る。
あなたの色。あなたはここへ逃げるの？
Except I'm not gonna accept that. That's just too poor performing.
その程度の抵抗なの。風より解かれし力、我が刃と勝て。生死を
狩りが始まった。
宿
宿命の風を私が断ち切る。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。聖書を狩りが始まった。手加減はしない。宿命の風を私が断ち切る。あなたはあなたの色、あなたは情けないよ。楽しんでくれ。獣、逃げなさい、逃げなさい。ごめん、あいつらを切り裂く。生死を分ける風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。生死を歯ごたえない。宿命の風を私が断ち切る。
I'm taking it. I'm not gonna reset. I'm not gonna play side this week because of Dark Team.
この勝利が
Dark Team
終幕ではないわ。
advised. So I really don't give a damn. It's whatever. Take what I can get this week. Let's do a couple pulls for Uncle. We need one more copy to get him to Triple S.
いつかこの大
That's
地
the
で
wrong uncle! That's the wrong uncle. I need the new uncle. Troll gang. That's the wrong uncle. I don't want this uncle. One of the... Wrong uncle. With this one. Next out the battle pass today too. Nice, yeah, it's gonna do that before I switch games. Haven't done Rainbow Six Siege yet. Alright, who we got? Any actual fun characters or crap characters? Oh! Noctis, we're in there.
おいお前ら
Best character.
いつでも戦う準
Got the bros here. All these other characters suck.
ナナミの前には敵なしよ。
Alright. Have some fun with Noctis today.
取るに足りない私に傷をつけるいい腕にしてるな
始めるぜ絶望へのカウントダウンほらお前ぶっ飛ばしてやる
取るに足りない刃の意志万物を切り裂く取るに足りない
俺ぶっ飛ばしてやるへえ死にてえのがほらお前なんかよりサンドバッグの方始めるぜ絶望へのカウントダウン笑えるぜこれくらいで俺を殺せると思ってんの
取るに足りない
このパンチを食らえ
刃の意志万物を切り裂く今回も良かったが 今度はもっと綿密な作戦を立てよう。
当分のチームメンあなたは急流フォロー、ここにあり。行きましょう。
行きましょう。
一発転機。誰一人逃がしません。中学一斉誰一人逃がしません。一発転機。誰一人逃がしません。適応回路動作制御想定外高出力作戦回路アクティベートロックオン。適応回路動作防御の隙を見つけました。
むやみにもがく刃の上で舞いおかえなさい。これが九竜の意志の中に消えてしまいなさい。
この力で打ち破ります。この力で打ち破ります。
おかえなさい。あと何回このような無意味な戦いをしたら無駄なあがきをやめさせられるのでしょう。
足手ま今回はこの戦い私を楽しませてほしいものね。その程度の抵抗な風より解かれし力我が刃と勝て。精神を
集中攻撃。
宿命の風を私が断ち切る。
おごりない成果だ。もう死は恐れない。道を切り開く。準備はすでに整っている。もう死は恐れない。命がけで恐れはしない。道を切り開く。
全力でかかってきなさい。風より解かれし力我が刃と勝て。聖書を歯ごたえない宿命の風を私が断ち切
る。もう死は恐れない。
隙だらけよ。
道を切り開く。おごりない成果だ。もう死は恐れない。命がけで恐れはしない。これこそが不屈の意志。道を切り開く。
全力でかかってきなさい。風より解かれし力我が刃と勝て。
集中攻撃。
宿命の風を私が断ち切る。
準備を。
隙だらけよ。
もう死は恐れない。道を切り開く。もう死は恐れない。命がけで行くぞ。道を切り開く。
この戦い風より解かれし力我が刃と勝て。聖書を
集中攻撃。
宿命の風を 私が断ち切る。
もう死は恐れない。道を切り開く。準備はすでに整っている。行くぞ。立ち止まるのはらしくない。
There we go. Max Battle Pass. Max Battle Pass a week ahead of time. Not bad. I did all the manual missions this patch. Got done quick. Well, that's it for PGR. Nice and quick. There's nothing else to do this patch besides the usual homework. It's very, kind of very one and done patch. Not a whole lot to do right now. I'm only on that game like 20 minutes a day. Alright, let's load up the Discord fighter. See if anything's changed. I stopped playing this game. It's a Discord fighter in the worst way, because you had to beg people for help to even get started. For some reason they added a PvP mode that nobody played even before. The Coliseum was dead like the first week. It's supposed to be like the main thing that supposed to bring you back to the game, but honestly, no one was playing it when it came out. I don't know who's gonna care about this. Why don't you add like more loot or something? Like something that I can use that doesn't require begging people to play. But apparently the difficulty in the Megaton missions went down a lot. So if you want to see it, actually useful. That's right, this game had a one-time purchase battle pass. Some useless stuff in here, though. They still give you Coliseum stuff. Yeah, they still do. It's nice that they keep updating this game, but like I don't understand why they keep adding PvP stuff. It's just like when they tried that shit in DFO. They did all those events to get people to play PvP, and no one wanted to because the netcode was so bad. No one was interested in doing it. They kept trying. Okay, so this took me quite a long time before another house is gonna burn now. Yeah, I tried it. I didn't really care for it. Needs a lot of work. Felt very stiff.
Mission start.
俺は弱い者いじめはしない主義なんだよ。悪いな。戦闘という一点において他の追随を許さない。
That was the other problem with this game is
Mission clear.
really had to go for efficiency.
もう終わりか？
Legendary
拍子抜けだな。
That many viable builds. Now it seems like you can probably run with more stuff than just a few things that were great.
Legendary 2.
Feels stuck with this
Legendary.
game again.
Epic.
Definitely has better builds than Gundam Breaker, but combat is worse. One of those pick your poison kind of things. The builds and the progression in this is way better than Gundam Breaker, but the combat is worse. Also, Gundam Breaker was designed to be played fully solo. This wasn't, which was like the biggest problem with it. I don't remember how to fix the... I don't remember how to fix this. I think that fixes it, maybe? Let's see. Let's see if that fixes it. I don't know, both these games, the post-launch content has not been great. Gundam Breaker 4 was kind of like 2 hours of content and nothing to really use it on. This game is just, they keep doing stuff like this PvP mode. Like, I just don't even care to even try this. There's never anyone on. There was no one on when the game was new. This game came out like 6 months ago. I don't really understand like how they update this game. Like, they should add more fights and more loot and stuff. But making it so you can solo and not have to go on the Discord and beg for help to even continue playing the game is definitely a good step. But the fact that they made this the main thing, and they didn't tell us that they were gonna fix the progression so that you can play solo, It's really strange. I was like, I had this game uninstalled. I just reinstalled it right now because I looked at the patch notes and they made it easier to progress. That was the biggest problem with this game by far. It's a great game. You can see I played it like 80 hours. But progressing was way too hard, especially at the start, and never really got any better unless you were using one of the meta builds. And there were like no content creators for this game. I barely put anything up for this game because my computer was in the shop when this game released. So the only thing I could do was stuff off my Steam Deck. There's like no content creators for this game at all, and he basically had to beg somebody to so that he could even play the end game. And then like a lot of the bosses are also really anti-melee in this game, so it's nice to see that they're starting to recognize the problem is that you can't balance a game around a player base that doesn't exist. You gotta make sure that I can play it with, you know, just the AI and be able to play through the whole game. Definitely is significantly weak. That boss was way weaker than it was before. People are saying their clear times have been cut in half. That's really good.
Mission start.
邪魔者には消えてもらおう。
E6 all messed up. I don't remember how to fix that. I had to look it up again. Hold on. Yeah, somebody in the forums is complaining about how bad the end game was. I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. You're not wrong. I don't know, man. It's like they didn't learn anything from Monster Hunter. Like Monster Hunter was like, you know, it's easier to play with people, but you never had to. You could get past it with skill. Megaton Musashi couldn't. Well, I'll try to fix that later. I definitely noticed an improvement. It definitely is running. I mean, solo play is actually viable again, which I think is nice. I might start playing that game again, but not tonight. Oops, I just loaded it up again as soon as I said that. I guess I'll try to fix the frame rate one more time. Let me see what this person did. They never fixed that. There was a way that I fixed this before, and I do not remember what I did. I can't remember.
Mission start.
存在感出したくぜ。
Remember how I fixed this? That sucks. There was some witchcraft I had to do to get that game to... Oh crap, I have mods installed. Damn it. support problems.
Coming at
Just subscribe to me. What made you subscribe? Because I play a lot of different games. What made you subscribe? I don't really conform to the algorithm. I just play whatever I feel like. Which is why I don't do very well. That's exactly why I don't do very well. I'm curious, what made you subscribe? Definitely have games I stick with, but I don't really play whatever the flavor of the month is, for the most part.
Here we go. The final battle. Ready?
Not really. I'm sore and tired, you?
Same. Let's get this over with so we can return home and enjoy video games again.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Looks like Sabako's already torn.
Hurry! Get us out of here before those wretched teenagers.
Oh, this fight is trash.
Do what the lady says.
It's the worst fight in the game right here.
Don't let them escape. Attack that helicopter.
Easier said than
Big
done.
fight. Music's good at least, but this fight's terrible.
For real?
This fight also ran at like 20 FPS on the Switch. This boss fight, make it take like 300% more damage. This fight is terrible. Every action game's gotta have a gimmick boss fight that sucks balls. Meet the quota. The only good thing about this fight is music. Mostly just that your moveset doesn't matter is what makes this not fun. Neither does anything you put on your character. Grenades do fixed damage.
Whatever.
Last boss is fine. Don't mind the last boss. No one likes this fight. This fight and the TikTok girl are the worst fights in this game. It makes sense sense that an influencer would be like really insufferable, but it's not a very fun boss fight. Boss fight. Best beat 'em up boss fight right there.
It's time to end this. Ready?
Awful.
Oh, hey, look what we got here. Come on. Nice one. Come on back anytime you're feeling run down, huh? I'll get you pumped up.
Weary travelers are welcome here. Indeed. A rarity. Despite my nose, my prices are always honest.
Oh! I just got a review key for Overrider. Ooh. Alright, well let's beat River City Girls first. Just got a review key for Overrider, hell yeah! I want to finish this first. Nice. Stream's turning around after Megaton Musashi.
More Yakuza.
Hell of a lot more. Guess we gotta beat them all up before we reach the big guy?
Let's find out.
Really excited for Overrider. That was like the only other game I was gonna play this month. We'll check that out on stream after this is done. Just this last couple fights and the boss.
Going down now, apparently.
Weird. I figured we'd fight in the penthouse like the first game.
Seems not. very underground now.
Which way should we go now?
Whichever way you like. It doesn't really matter. Welcome to my empire.
Thanks. It's our first time here. Oh, you were being sarcastic.
I mean, I haven't, but still, it's impressive.
I heard.
Shall we beat you like your children were beaten previously?
But not out the window this time, since we're underground.
Good point.
You've met my two children, but I'd like to introduce you to the rest of my family now. These are my new Yakuza soldiers. Stronger, faster, modified to kill anything I tell them without question or hesitation. Ladies, gentlemen, get rid of these two nuisances.
We gotta find some way out of here.
A huge bolted door. $10 says our new adversary is behind it.
I don't got $10. What about a gentleman's wager?
That works.
Neither do I. Neither do I, Jimmy. The end of the month, bro.
Yo, check out those wires. Where do they lead?
Damn it, Ken. I thought you said you finished the security doors. Ah.
Follow the wires. Where now?
That machine looks pretty expensive.
Don't touch it. That is critical machinery.
That's one machine broken. I wager if we can just... That's one machine broken. I wager if we can destroy all three, we can get inside. Another machine busted.
I love breaking things!
It won't mean anything. You're too late.
Last one. Let's go check that big door again.
Come on in.
I never thought it would come to... I am unstoppable. Hold still.
GG's. It's glitched.
I'll decorate the walls with...
Yeah. I don't remember if he comes back or not. Was that glitched?
I never thought it would come to this. I am unstoppable. Hold still.
For real? Seriously?
I'll decorate the walls with you. This is impossible. I am unstoppable.
Agree to disagree, my man.
His serum appears to be wearing off, thankfully.
Yeah, you look pretty weak now, dude. Maybe you need more coffee.
This is just the beginning. I will make it my life's mission to destroy you, your friends, and everyone you've ever loved. I know where you live. I know where your mother lives.
Mama Lee? Oh, you do not utter her name. That woman is a saint.
Oh, it's on now.
Quiet! You will show the great Sabu and his family some respect before you die.
That's it, you beat the game. All those minutes.
You know, I shouldn't have treated you so bad, Sabuko. I'm sorry about that.
No. I'm the one who is sorry, little brother. I should have been the mature one.
No, it was all me. I started this whole stupid feud between us. I told Dad when you got beat up.
It takes a strong man to admit when he's made a mistake.
Now, as soon as Dad is done with those kids, we can get a new start as one big happy crime family.
Where is Father? I wouldn't have expected his battle to last this long. Well, that was an adventure.
Yep.
I think we all learned something, though. About friends and family and standing up for what you...
Jeez, enough yapping. Are you gonna take your turn or not?
Right, sorry.
Ooh, get him! Punch that vampire!
BP2 is so much better than the first.
Doorbell. I'll get it. Huh? What are you two doing here?
Did you really think we'd miss this adventure? Yeah, get up, losers. It's time for a rematch. But we already finished.
Yeah, Sabu's beaten up. His empire's in ruins. The end.
You idiot! I told you we should have come straight here. It was your idea to stop for smoothies on the way, Hasabe. You know I get low blood sugar, Mommy. Looks like we beat the game.
So what now?
You want to play through again?
You're on.
I think what's interesting about that is you could only play through the game again once when this came out. You could only do one new game plus, and then you were locked into that second playthrough. So all you could do was free roam,
All those minutes seem to
Grand Theft Auto kind of post game, just run around and do stuff. That's all you could do.
That's right, we're back again. Last time
So they let you do another playthrough now. That's a big improvement. That ending is kind of weirdly self-aware because you could only do one new game plus before. Alright, well I got a review key for Overrider, so we're gonna check that out on stream, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed. I was going to be streaming earlier today, but the internet was out for like 5 hours, so I couldn't. Internet was out on the whole block. So like I went to my neighbor's house and their internet was down too. So I'm not going to be on as long tonight. Yeah, the River City Girls 2 DLC is definitely worth buying. The game also has really good online too, better than like every other beat 'em up on the market right now besides Shredder's Revenge. So now that I played it to completion, it definitely does add quite a bit. They added new items. The Lee brothers are like fully integrated into the story, so, and the cutscenes are nice in that game. They're very taking the piss, just not taking itself seriously, and I like that. I'm tired of all the grimdark, mega depressing depression porn games. It's definitely worth the $8. I know the new accessories are just kind of like memes, though. They're not like terribly interesting, but they added a fair amount to the game, I would say. I'll probably play as Billy next time I play that game. What's up, Claymore? You excited for Lighter tomorrow? He plays Endless Zone, right? I only played that game at launch. I didn't really like it that much. But yeah, they actually have a male character coming for once. It's tempting to try to go get him, but I'd have to do like every piece of content. I'd probably just uninstall. Yeah, is it Lighter's tomorrow, right? Comes out on the 27th, though. I thought it was tomorrow. Shows how much I keep tabs on that game. I don't know, it was kind of fun. But the TV, I got tired of the TV and all the talking. The TV got old, like, really fast. They like reduce how much you have to do the TV. You know, this game has skeletal animation, but it's like really nice looking. And it actually does feel like you're hitting the guys. That's the stuff I like right there. This is like the best beat 'em up to come out in months, besides Vengeance Hunters. I played the demo for this. They had it earlier this year. They had a demo for this. It's like a roguelike, like medical thing. Also, you have like medical stuff you do in this game, but then you have like the possession mechanic. It's pretty cool. Turn off screen shake. Would be sick if I could. Oh well. They just gave me the key for this game. This game's gonna be out in 2 days, I think. So very soon. Got a roguelike beat 'em up. Yes. This game is really cool. It's actually doing something really new, which is the whole possession mechanic. It's kind of like, how many of you guys have heard of Avenging Spirit? I'm really dating myself, referencing an old-ass arcade game like that. But this is basically Avenging Spirit with beat-em-up mechanics, because Avenging Spirit is more of a platformer action game. And if you played Avenging Spirit, this is very much similar to how that game works. The difference is that you're not defenseless when you're not somebody else, which was the gimmick of Avenging Spirit, was that you were a ghost and you possessed the enemies, but you could only be without a body for like a couple seconds because it was an arcade game. Yeah, this is really cool. I'm very happy with this. You get like the roguelike stuff, but then also it's like a pretty solid beat 'em up. I'm definitely not very good at it yet, but it's pretty sick. Skeletal animation looks really nice too. A lot better than a lot of other games. So I guess when you keep transforming into the enemies, they get upgrades. You get like different properties and stuff. That's fucking awesome too. That's really cool. It's like one of the things that really turns me off roguelikes is when like the progression stuff is all just like damage boosts. I get really bored with that. This is really cool. And the main character gets stuff too. What an awesome game. Yeah, I like the ninja so far, of course. Let's go ahead and do another run. Actually, is this early access? I think it is early access. Wow, it's really awesome. Thanks to the developer for giving this to me. This was the game I was most excited for. Let's try again. I installed LD Player, no. The website looked really shady, so I was scared too. Is LD Player safe? It doesn't run great for me. I'm already kind of playing 2 gachas right now anyway, so I don't know how many more I want to add to the pile. Especially because I really only play PGR as my main game. Especially because I'm never a free player in any service game. I always spend money, so I don't know how much more I really want to add another one. I'll play that game again, seriously, if they make a PC port, but until then, I'm like casual in that game at best. That's how it was for me with Aethergazer. I possessed the wrong character. I didn't know that was a boss. That's cool though. This game is awesome. Like, what is the player's satisfaction with Peak of Combat? Like, are people happy with it? I know that didn't they nerf Nero and then they, like, reverted it because people were threatening to stop spending money. And one of them spent, like, thousands of dollars on the game or something. Like, all I see Peak of Combat add is new characters. They don't really add new content. The characters seem to be getting better though, like Gunslinger, I've heard is like the best moveset they've designed since 1.4. But like every time I check in on the game, it doesn't seem like there's much going on. It's just kind of play it to play it. They don't really do like patches or anything, they just kind of add new characters and they have like new events. Well, PGR is kind of like that, but PGR patch structures, usually there's really fun stuff. Like right now they have the like permanent progression mode where you can get like different builds and shit. Like that's really fun. The PGR is kind of like that too. The PGR has way more side modes than Peak of Combat does, so new mode in the works called Infinite Mode. Huh. I don't know. I would be more inclined to come back if they just had a freaking PC port. I don't know what they're doing with that game, but they really need to add one. Aethergazer seems to be doing quite a bit better after they did a PC port. I'm like, yeah, you know, those games suck to play on the phone. They really do. Pretty much all the popular gacha games do. All the popular action gachas, despite being on mobile, they suck to play on there. It's the worst place to play them. Especially ones like Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves and Genshin didn't even have controller support. I think Genshin only has controller support on Apple. So, that game is already takes up a lot of space and overheats the phone, and it doesn't even have controller support. Peak of Combat overheated my phone when I played 1.4. I can only play it for like an hour tops, and then the heat throttling would kick in and the game would get laggier. So I hope that they actually are still working on a PC port, because I think telling people to go download an emulator is not very responsible, because there's been talks of the emulators like mining bitcoins and stuff and having malware. I don't know how true that is, but it's not really something I would be encouraging people to do if I was in charge of a mobile game. I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna make a PC port, you know, and just have that out so that you can play it on portable PC or laptop or Steam Deck. Why did they drop the idea? That's like the main thing that made me stop playing that game. The emulator is garbage. Emulator is garbage for action games. For casual stuff like idle games and turn-based, it's completely fine, but for action games, it's terrible. I tried playing Peak of Combat, and like every time I pushed a button, it would stutter. I got tired of it. I'm like, I just rather like not play this game at all and fight with this emulator. Well, hopefully you're wrong. Hopefully you're wrong. What game is this? Overrider. You know, ironically, like, Peak of Combat is less predatory than a lot of other games. People aren't ready to hear that, but it is. The fact that they even have, like, packages and stuff at all, the fact that they let you buy weapons is way more consumer-friendly than a lot of the more popular games. People aren't ready to admit that, but it's true. Most gachas right now, they want you to get the character and then the weapon and then like a pet or something. I went on PGR like yesterday and they just let you buy Trish's weapon, and it was like a reasonable price too. It was only $10. Do other games have so many rerun banners with discounts? For limited characters, yes, but nowhere near as fast as Peak of Combat does. They also don't give you a discount. So, if you're a free player, you know, the reruns don't really help, because you need to save up for the next new limited character. You're still making a really tough choice. Peak of Combat is less predatory than most action gachas. It really is. Nobody's ready to hear that, though. They don't want to admit it, but it's true. Like, being able to buy a weapon in, like, Genshin Impact for $10, unheard of. Even PGR, which is like also like consumer friendly, the weapon banner is like objectively the worst part of that game by far, because it's the only thing in the game that's not 100% pity. So you have a 20% chance to get another weapon, and the conversion rate to get the one you want is 3. So you have to waste 3 weapons to get the actual one you want. The rates are relatively high, but the fact that it's not 100% is what everybody hates pulling for in that game. You don't really see a lot of hype pull videos for PGR because there's no 50-50 pity. The only time people really get hype is if somebody's going for like triple S. Like right now, Watanabe's in the game and I'm going for triple S. But like just getting 1 copy is not very hype. But the weapons are pretty scummy. The fact that it's only 80% up rate. But yeah, most rerun banners in games, gacha games, don't give you any kind of pity or bonus or discount or anything like that. It's really nice that Peak of Combat does that. I think the reason why they have that, though, is because a lot of the older characters were getting whole moveset unlocks from dupes. And like in most of the other competing gacha games, they're just stats. But yeah, Peak of Combat is way more consumer-friendly than people want to admit. It's just people like to jump on the bandwagon. I'm not defending the game either. I mean, this is a game that personally screwed me over with the CN version 1.0. They gave us the 300% rebate, and then they didn't update the game, and then they shut it down. Like, I have no reason to defend them, but honestly, the game is more consumer-friendly than a lot of other gachas. People aren't ready to understand that, but yeah, it's true. Pretty much no other action gacha game gives you a kind of bonus for, pretty much no other gacha game gives you a bonus when you get a rerun. It's just, it's nice that you get to play as them again, you get to pull for them, but that's basically it. I think it's pretty nice that you could spend like $50 on that game and like pretty much guaranteed to get some kind of 5-star character. Not bad, really. But like I said, I'm not defending them. They definitely have done things that aren't worth defending. I'm really bothered by the way that they treated the CN version. That's just so scummy to me. Like, if you're gonna give me a rebate, that implies you're gonna actually update the damn game so that there's something to use it on. But they only did 1 update. Mega shady. I don't understand that. Peak of Combat just has the same problem a lot of other gachas do, where the only real content is the characters. And like, if you don't like the current character that's being added, or you're waiting for another character to be added, there's just like nothing to do. There's lots of games like that, but Peak of Combat is definitely like that too. You gotta have more than that to keep people playing. Like PGR, for instance, that's a big complaint right now, is that this current patch that they have, there's only like 1 thing to do, and that's, besides your dailies, it's that new like mode that they have. And it's fun, but there's really only a couple ways that you can do it, and then also, the rewards aren't very great. And you max out the rewards like the first week. But like for PGR, that's uncommon. PGR usually has a lot of really cool stuff going on, and PGR has more interesting side modes than a lot of other games. But they're still getting that complaint right now. They're still getting that complaint right now. Like there's just not much to do. Like, gachas service games live or die on like how much content they has. You're just waiting for the new character. There's nothing else to do. I don't even think that's that great. That's why PGR is trying to catch up with the CN version, because it's hurting their bottom line to be that far behind. The fact that they're like a year and a half behind is like actually making them lose money, because people know everything that's coming out and they're saving, or worse, they're not even playing the game. Peak of Combat just needs more interesting side modes. Stuff to do besides just wait for the next character. But they don't have that right now. They also don't put characters out at a quick enough rate, in my opinion, to have that be like the only thing that you play the game for. Normal patch structure for gachas is like a month and a half or 2 months. As far as I can tell, Peak of Combat doesn't really follow that. They just kind of update it random. I don't really agree with the complaints, though, people that say that the game needs more story mode. I think that's a stupid complaint. Because I'll tell you the thing about story modes in gachas. They give you pull currency, so they don't want to have too many of them. But then also, they're expensive to make, and they're only like a couple hours worth of content, and then you never do it again. I don't think the game needs more story. I think people who are saying that don't know what they actually want. That was a problem with KOF All-Star, was the fact that they had, they stopped adding story mode, and people kept complaining about it. I'm like, well, what does the story mode give you? The story mode doesn't really give you anything. It gives you, you know, enough pulls to maybe get one character. You get like one character and then you never play it again. And that's why they stopped doing it in that game. A lot of people didn't understand that. I'm like, why do you want more story? They could just add more events that give you, or more modes that give you more currency. Because the story mode is one and done in almost every gacha. All of them. You do it once, and that's it. It's mostly there to, you know, give you something to spend stamina on at the beginning and help you get started with the end game. You know, if you want to keep playing it, it's worth it. Yeah, people are like, more story. I'm like, that's not going to solve the problem. That's not going to solve the problem. The story is a couple hours worth of content tops. They need, like, repeatable content that you keep doing that's rewarding. That's the main thing that they need. Like, PGR has a roguelike mode. Has, like, 3 roguelike modes that are really fun, and also they give you rewards, and the rewards update, like, every patch, or every couple patches, so it's still worth playing. Like, Peak of Combat doesn't have anything like that at all. I mean, they had the roguelike mode, the Purgatory, but the Purgatory, personally, I didn't find very interesting because you only got to play as one character. I didn't really think that was much of a solution either. But if they had kept updating that, it would have been something to do at least. They could have, like, refreshed the rewards in there or something, so people actually would want to do it again. PGR has too much dead content. Is the game actually dying? Is there any proof of that, or what? Like, what do you mean by dying? A couple months ago, it was making like 400k a month. I don't know, saying a game is dying doesn't really mean anything. It really depends on what they're happy with and how much they're spending, which is clearly nothing, because they don't do a PC port. There's gacha games that make way less money than Peak of Combat and they're still alive. Well, they don't add content, that's why. They don't add content. And they don't have a PC port. And like it or not, that's starting to become more and more of a requirement for a successful gacha. Like Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves are like the big new gachas this year, and they both had a PC port day one. Now, Wuthering Waves on one hand didn't completely do what they needed to do because they don't have it on PS5 yet. It doesn't come out until January, and they definitely would have been making more money if they had that. But still, the fact that they had a PC port day one is big. It's like all the gachas that aren't the big gachas that aren't Star Rail are shit to play on a phone. They're all terrible. It's terrible to play on an actual phone. Like for those games that aren't like Star Rail is turn-based combat, so it doesn't really matter. Most people only use the phone to like do they do like their dailies and stuff while they're working or on the commute or something. But then like when they actually want to play like end-game content, they just do it at home on the computer. It's weird that the games that make the most money are mobile games, but like they're actually trash to play on the phone, almost all of them. Everything that's not Star Rail. Star Rail is only because it's turn-based, so it doesn't really need to run or look good. You know? It's playable on a crap phone just fine. $170k revenue is not bad. There's games that do worse than that. I can tell you that right now. PGR is like 400k a month that they make on average, unless it's you know, a patch like Bianca. Bianca's an attractive character and then also was meta, so people spent more money on her, but like on an average patch, you're only making like 400k. Really depends on what their idea of what's it called? Their idea of good profit is. That's basically what it is. Whatever they're happy with. All I can say is Aethergazer makes less than... Peak of Combat, I'm almost positive it does, but they still did a PC port. Well, they need to have reasons to spend money. How hard is that for them to understand? They definitely have burnt through a lot of goodwill, but I think people forget that, like, people that complain the most about games are a very, very vocal minority. There are people who play that game and they're completely happy with it. The problem is just that it doesn't have enough content, so they're not coming back. Most people that play gachas are playing like 2 or 3 of them, so if there's no reason to come back, then they won't spend money. Well, if the game dies, hopefully it will get an offline version, like Mega Man X died, because that game was apparently very grindy and greedy. Also, a little bit of the same problem of just adding characters instead of content. A lot less so in that game. That game had more replayable content and modes and stuff. It definitely had a lot more characters too, but the offline version was an improvement because you could just skip all the grinding, just play the game. It's not a bad Mega Man game. I didn't really play the Gacha version. I only spent like $10 on it. I wasn't really invested. If they're dropping revenue every month, that is bad. I'll definitely admit that. That is bad. That's pretty rough. But they're not doing things to make more money, which is PC port, console port, and then have content. that people don't burn through it really quick. I'm glad that they're not listening to people that want more story mode, because that's just gonna make the game die faster. Story mode in most gachas is a big expense and dev time for something that's only played once. And like the only thing you can really recycle from it is, you know, the bosses and the enemies. If there's a new like story boss or new like faction of enemies, then you can use that in the rest of the game. But it's still a big investment that doesn't pay off. Which is why in like Wuthering Waves and Genshin and stuff, you know, the story is very much the same thing. It's expensive, but you know, they only do it every few months. And like the meat of the game is not the story. Even Genshin, which is like really story heavy. There's people that just play it for the story, but they're only on it a couple hours every few months. Who knows how much money they're spending. The difference is that Genshin has other shit to do. Wuthering Waves is the same thing. A lot of people don't even like the story in that game, and they're putting like a lot of production into it, but it's got a lot of other things to do, and that's kind of what makes up for it, I guess. Well, yeah, you can't expect people to stick around on a gacha when there's nothing to do. Go like months without an update, people are just gonna say the game is dead, and that like totally makes sense too. Because I've played my fair share of games that have done that. I think the other problem with Peak of Combat is the fact that they killed the native version. And that's what really pisses me off. I don't really care that it took them a long time to pay me for the sponsored video. I don't really care about that. They did pay me, and it's not like it was an insane amount of money. It was only $100. I don't really care about that. What I care about is that I spent a fair amount of money. I have no idea how much I spent, but it was a significant amount on 1.4. And they said, oh, well, we're going to kill this version of the game and make it worse, but we're going to give you a 300% rebate. Now, they did do that. In their defense, they did do that. The catch was that they didn't update that version. They did, like, one update with V, and then it just became maintenance mode for, like, a year. It's like, how are you going to offer somebody a refund, a rebate, and, you know, for basically getting rid of the version of the game that we liked, and then not update the game so it's useless. Like, despite how much they don't update the global version, it has way more content than the CN 2.0 did. They've added way more to it. That's kind of why I don't really complain about the game that much. But yeah, it was a scam. They scammed us. Like, what good is it if you're going to do a rebate if, you know, you're not going to update the game and then shut it down? I don't understand what the business sense of that is. Like, if you're gonna put out the new version, you should actually update it, because like I said, people aren't gonna stick around if there's no updates. That's just common gamer sense now. Like, if there's no updates for months, even if you're not spending any money on the game, like, people won't spend time on it. They won't spend money, most importantly, but they won't spend time, because they know that there's such a high chance of the game dying. And that's exactly what happened with CN 2.0. And that's what really pisses me off about that game, way more than the fact that it took me like ages to get paid from the sponsorship, and then, you know, dumbing down the combat and stuff. It's more that. They burnt through a lot of their goodwill doing that. I really don't understand why you would think that you'd want to keep it updated. It's not hard to keep players happy. You just need to update regularly and have shit to do. And not have the only thing be to do in the game be wait for a new character. And they're like, they don't even have to make an open world either. That's what makes Peak of Combat's current state worse, is that it's an instance-based game. So they don't have to make a big open world and fill it with stuff. They stopped doing story ages ago, but like they're still not adding anything to it. And I can't blame anybody for not wanting to stick around with that. I totally get it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I mean, 1.4 was a good game, but it had a lot of problems for sure. People aren't ready to hear this either. 1.4 was more predatory than 2.0. People are not ready to hear that. I'd be laughed out of their Discord if I said that, but it's true. As somebody who played that game since launch, it's true. They had no pity system in the game at all. And like your moveset was tied to it. Was tied to the weapons and stuff. It's just a complete mess. Virgil, I think the pity for him was like $600 or something. I don't remember who calculated that and if it's true, but I definitely believe it. They had no pity on weapons at all, so it was way worse than the system they have currently where, you know, yeah, it sucks you got to get a couple dupes to have the full moveset, but at least you have a pity for it, right? They didn't have any pity in 1.4 at all. None. Well, why would you stick around and spend money if there's nothing to do? That's just like basic service game logic. Like, you're not, and people aren't going to spend money if there's nothing to do. And like, they add characters, but there's nothing to use them on. When it feels like the characters and shit have a purpose, people will spend money. And yes, Genshin and stuff is designed like you can clear it with crap characters, but they do have stuff where the end game, you know, they need those characters or you just want to play as them. The Whale Guild. Well, they've got plenty of other games to play that have shit to do. That's the main difference right there. Like, most people are playing more than one gacha, right? And they'll take a gacha out of their rotation. They'll take a gacha out of their rotation if there's nothing going on. If there's not a new character or an update or mode or something, they won't even play it. Because most people are playing several of them. These games become like jobs when you start playing a bunch of them. Like, I'm only playing 2 right now, and it's manageable because both of those games are very consumer friendly. You know, if you spend like 30, 50, 60 bucks a patch, you're like guaranteed the character, which is, I think, more than fair. But like, also the games aren't very time consuming, and I can play both and not have it take up the entire day. Well, even whales get bored. If there's nothing to do, they're going to spend money on another game. Why do you think Genshin's so popular? Genshin combat sucks, and there's a lot of things wrong with that game, but, you know, it has the security of they update it regularly. There's lots of things to do. If you care about the story, that gets updated regularly. And, you know, they have a lot of content, so people will stick around. It's really hard to give a gacha game a chance, even if you don't spend money on it. That's the problem. If there's nothing to spend the money on, you know, there's nothing to do, and spending money on the game is useless, people won't stick around. That's just how it is. And like I said, they don't expand off of mobile. That's the other problem too. I guarantee you, if they had Peak of Combat on the new Switch that's coming out, you know, whenever the next Switch comes out, that game would make so much money. Just having it on Switch would make a ton of money. I doubt they even have that planned. But like, I know Frame 1, they're gonna put Genshin and Wuthering and Star Rail and shit. They're all gonna be on the new Switch, and they're gonna make so much more money. The same game with like nothing different at all. Just having it on Switch is gonna make a ton of money. I don't really feel bad that they're failing if they're not wanting to expand. Because like I said, pretty much every popular gacha game except Star Rail is garbage to play on mobile. It sucks for a number of reasons. First is battery drain. You know, if you're using the phone for important stuff like paying bills and phone calls and using Uber and stuff, you don't want to be on the phone that long. Also, heat throttling is an issue. Heat throttling is something that my phone... I don't play mobile games on my phone anymore, but when I was, I could often only play for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then it would overheat and the game would lag. Also, lack of controller support is a big one. That's one of the things that's why Genshin makes so much money on PC and PS4 and PS5. Because I think Genshin controller support is locked to Apple. Like, Apple paid exclusivity rights to the controller support or something. And like, despite how dumbed down the combat in that game is, it still sucks to play on a touchscreen. Yeah, you gotta adapt, or else people aren't gonna stick around. That's just all it is. I guarantee you can go ahead and quote this or clip this. If they have Peak of Combat on the new Switch in like 6 months or whenever when it releases, the earnings of that game are gonna like multiply a lot. Just having it on there. The only reason Genshin and stuff isn't on Switch right now is because it's too weak to run it. But I guarantee you, same thing for that game too. They'd make even more money if it was on there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go for the night. I'm pretty tired. Had some stuff to do today, and also my internet was down. I'm going to play some more Overrider off stream, and I'm going to put up some raw gameplay for that too, because they gave me a review key. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys. I should be working at my neighbor's house tonight, so other reason I want to kill the stream is I want to install the game on my Steam Deck and see how it runs. And maybe we can play it over there. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.